Joining me now is Jordan Gray, who attended the party, and also Jordan's father, Maurice. Good to have you both on. So, Jordan, you attended the party with your siblings. What did you experience?
Well, when I walked into the party, it was just a casual party where everybody came in, got in the pool and swimming around. A large group of teens came in, and that's when there was more complaints and about people jumping the fence, and more seeing like a racial type of segregation type of thing. Mm-hmm. But it was more of just a large group of teens getting looked at as thugs. Yeah. And just looking crazy.
Okay, so that's your assessment, and we have a lot of people who are there on the ground, and they're saying that, and it's divided, and not necessarily along racial lines. Some are saying that the police officers were right because there were people who jumped the fence. The HOA says you're only supposed to have 2 guests. There were far more than that, and then they were not complying with police officers. So before we talk about that, I want to know what was going on before that tape started rolling at the party. Was this party out of control? Were there people jumping the fence? And once, if they were jumping the fence and the security guard told them not to, did they comply?
Well, yes, it started to get out of hand. More and more people started to arrive at the party, but we had our situation under control. We started telling people to not mess with the kids around the pool area, and with the people who started to try to come in the pool, we told them that we're not going to let them in because we're not a part of their situation.
Mm-hmm. So it was a party that got out of control because of a handful of people who didn't follow the rules. So Maurice, do you think that this was a teenager problem, a race problem, a police problem? What do you think?
Well, I think basically it became a bunch of teens that was just a pool party. It got out of hand. It kind of became a racial incident when it was just the fight, the rogue officer only dealing with the black males and black females. And as you know, when Brandon took the picture or the actual video, he said himself he heard the racial slurs. But if you want to look at the actual community, no, it wasn't just a race thing that they came to say, okay, it's a black on black, we're gonna take them down. Mm-hmm. Now, when the officer got there, we don't know what his intentions is, but his intentions did look like it was race motivated.
Mm-hmm. And then he comes in, we see him do the barrel roll on the ground. That was a bit odd. I'm not sure if he lost his balance and then rolled over, but they definitely came in, looking, at least from the video, looking aggressive. So the question is, though, when you see, if we can put the video back up, once they get to, and that's the roll where he comes in, once they get to the young lady in the bathing suit, right, and then the officer's trying to get her on the ground. Were you anywhere near that, Jordan?
Yes, sir. I was right near the situation.
Okay. So then the people are all around the officer. They swarm the officer, and that's when the officer pulled his gun. What did you think of that? Do you think that they were threatening?
That was very threatening towards anybody around the situation, and I was very concerned for my cousin that was right near the cop.
But do you think that the people were threatening to the officer when they swarmed around him?
No, sir. They were not threatening him at all.
Mm-hmm. And then when he pulled the gun, what happened?
When he pulled the gun, the 2 boys scattered off. I started to walk peacefully towards my car, and I just told everybody to start walking away from the situation.
Mm-hmm. This young lady in the bathing suit, I have her name. I can't recall it right now. Do you know her?
The girl that's on the ground?
Yes, sir.
I call her DJ, but my cousin calls her something else. I don't really know the little girl's name.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how she's doing?
Not at all. I would say after this situation that she's a little shooken up.
Yeah. Her name is Dejaria Becton. I just found my notes on it. Dejaria Becton, you call her DJ. But what happened to her? Do you know did they take her in? What happened?
After I left the situation, I heard that she was took into
custody?
Like,
to the lockup or what have you? But you don't know what happened after that, right?
No, sir.
What do you think the officer resigned today?
Why do I think he resigned?
What do you think of that?
I think that he knew what he was doing, that once they started to investigate the situation, that maybe they looked more in his past or maybe in his current situation, maybe that it's gonna come back and haunt him, or maybe if he resigns, he can get away from all this trouble.
Mm-hmm. Maurice, I know you're from St. Louis. Is there any comparison between St. Louis, because you know what's happening in St. Louis and Ferguson, and what's going on in McKinney?
Correct. The comparison is about the same. It's still an officer that basically did wrongdoings. Yeah. It was basically he came in and unfortunately targeted not all, whites and blacks. Unfortunately he targeted just black kids, and I think it was more him just being, when he saw he fell, it was just more being of humiliation, I think. And that didn't make it any better when probably the kids probably started laughing. And so I think then it became a pride thing.
Mm-hmm. Because I've heard many people in the neighborhood say that the neighborhood is not set up that way. It seems like you're saying that as well. You have 5 kids who were at the party, and then you dealing with all of this. What do you want to see happen in the few seconds we have left here?
Just want to see the neighborhood come together. Like I say, the
Is
neighborhood
that possible?
you have. I think it is, because you're still going to have bad apples in the neighborhoods that's saying that they don't have their opinions, but race is going to be race, but they're going to still have their opinions no matter what, and you'll see the true colors of individuals once these type of things come out.
All right, Maurice Gray, Jordan Gray. Thank you very much. Jordan, you said to me in the break, I'll tell our viewers that you thought you'd be on television someday, but not like this. So I hope to see you on television in a positive fashion. You handle yourself very nicely here, so in another time in a different fashion, a positive fashion for doing something good. Thank you. I appreciate both of you. Good luck, okay?
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Have a